Personal log, day 22. I got a couple of things done today. First of all, the big thing to note is that I got all of my current crops up to perfect, up to the 10-10-10 limit. With the exception of one, which is I finally got myself some white mushrooms over here. That took forever. That took a stupid long amount of time. But I figured out the reason why is you actually have to grow the white mushrooms in daylight. The red and the brown ones, the ones that you grow them together with, they need to grow in the dark. But once you have those two fully grown, you have to have the third crop stick in the light, apparently. So I did that, and then after 2 or 3 tries, I actually finally got the white mushrooms. So I'm going to start getting these to grow up. And luckily, the white and the red mushrooms, they have to grow in the dark, but this stuff can grow in the light. So I'll grow that stuff up and get that stuff to be perfect as well as next time moving on to other crops as well, moving on to tier 2 crops, whatnot. So that'll be good. Another thing I ended up working on was that I found that for some of the quests I'm going to have to do later on, I'm going to need a stupid large number of diamonds. Because of that, I realized that it might not be the best idea to continuously crush stone to get the diamond. It honestly still might be better. I looked it up, and apparently one thing I can do is that I can take coal, normal coal, well, I'm converting charcoal into normal coal in the combustion heater, and with that I'm able to compress I'm able to take the coal, compress it into a block, and then compress a lot of blocks in a single coal by putting that hardened coal block through the combustion heater, I'm able to get 1 diamond. It's not a great process. I'm not sure it's really the best thing I could have done with my time. I'm really not sure if it's faster than crushing stones would have been, but I'm a little bit tired of crushing stones if I'm entirely honest. I already have a stupid amount of other emeralds and things in here, or really not emeralds. I actually need more emeralds. But I have a lot of other things, so I figured that would be a good thing to do. And I'm trying it. We'll see if it works out better, or we'll see if it doesn't. Another change you might have noticed is over here, the mob farm. You'll see that I have it filled with drawers right now. These drawers are a special type of storage unit, whereas most cupboards you basically just throw as much as you can in these. These ones hold specific things. So you can kind of see a lot, especially over here, that they each hold something. That, for instance, this is holding sulfur, stimulant parcel, zombie brain, and catalyzing gland. And that what it does is it holds that one type of thing, but it holds multiple stacks of it. So you can see that it has 1 stack already of the catalyzing gland, as well as an extra 62 catalyzing gland in there, for the total of 126. The storage drawers can be upgraded so that they can hold even more. This allows you to store a lot of, for instance, loot bags like I do down here, 160. Or, for instance, over here, the 1206 string. So you can store a lot of stuff in here. Furthermore, you can see that down here I have something called a drawer controller. What's happening there is all the hoppers I have behind this thing, they're all connecting to this one drawer controller. And then the drawer controller is actually putting everything into its correct place. However, a current problem you might see with the system is it's doing decently well with the loot bags, not perfectly. However, it is not handling things like bows and shoes and swords. It's not handling items with durability like that very well at all. If the durability is different, it seems to put it into a different place. So, as it is right now, the system is designed that I'm going to have to take care of that. I'm going to have to look up to see how I can fix that so that it doesn't happen. But for now, I'll basically just have to deal with it as it is. We'll fix it later on as we go. But that is that, and that's working fairly well. Because I got that done, I was able to turn my mob farm back on again. Because I have this thing going again, and I'm having it collect things once more. Big reason for that one is that I am starting to work towards, over here in the quest book, getting some other ones done. I can't get the mystical black flowers yet, that'll come later. You can see here that I turned in the rib bones, the catalyzing glands, the zombie hearts, and the sugar canes from my farm. I'm going to have to grow a lot more nether wart, but I'm going to do that later. I'm also going to have to make some colossal chest walls, and I'm going to have to make some dense stone storage and candleberry. The candleberry, I'm guessing I'm going to have to get that from a crop of some sort. The dense storage bins, that's just going to take... I'm going to have to use a lot of rock. That's just going to take some time to smelt that stuff down. And then finally, the colossal chest walls. I made a lot of gold. I'm making a lot of iron as well. It's crazy how effective this system is. But I'll be able to use all of that gold and eventually all that iron to be able to make all of those other things I need to as well. So we are making some really good progress here. Another thing I did, you can see over here, is I made this thing called a compacting drawer. I made this and I didn't think that I would really use it, but the thought occurred to me that I could use it to compress the coal. So you can see down here that I put the coal inside, and depending on where you're looking at and what you click, if you hit right click, you'll take one. If you hit left click, you'll take one. If you hit shift left click, you'll take an entire stack or all of them. Yeah, if you hold right click, you'll put in everything. And that's the same thing over there. So with this one, I can put the coal in the bottom left, and then I can bring out blocks in the top. So it's a very easy way to compress coal. I'm happy I did that. That worked out well. The last thing you might have noticed is that I added a lot of hoppers over here. That's for a couple of reasons. Reason one right here is so that I don't have to continuously add crystal shards. I can just put the crystal shards up here into the item hopper above it. If I need even more storage, I'll put a chest on top of that, but for now that's actually doing everything I need it to. Thing two over here, the quick dropper, it drops one stack at a time. So if I put in the normal charcoal to make it turn it into coal, it'll throw the entire stack in there at once. It doesn't actually like process the entire stack at once. It'll process them 22 at a time with my current setup. So it actually takes a little while to go through the entire setup. So dropping one stack at a time doesn't necessarily work well. So I got a couple of things to make the setup work well. First of all, I have the item hopper on top that drops things into the quick dropper one at a time, so it's a little bit more manageable for the system. You notice over here I put the timer back on, and that's on a 12-second delay. That's about how much time the system needs to reheat up after every use. And then over here, really just to manage everything, over here I put another hopper under the combustion collector, and that is putting all the collected items in the chest back here. So you can see over here that I have 29 diamonds. So I'm making a good amount of diamonds over here. It's progress. It's not perfect yet, but it's working, at least somewhat. I'm using a stupid amount of wood to get there, but it's still working. I'm happy with it so far. And so with all of that done, the only thing I have left in the bed of storage is going to be the colossal chests, and that's the thing that I'm going to need a lot of diamond for. Specifically down here, the diamond colossal chest. That's going to require a lot of diamond. But I will get there, slowly but surely. It will work out. So that is my goal. So next time I'm going to work towards those colossal chests, because I might be able to see if I can move on in the quest book as well. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have had a good time. I hope you even found this somewhat informative. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll just be here on my island. I guess I'll see you next time. Hopefully, at least. And until next time, have a great rest of the day. Goodbye.